Okay, guys, welcome back to Galactic Youth. I'm Mike. I'm going to be your GM for this evening.
Unless
and
we
for
drive
those
him
of
off.
you that were unfortunately a witness to our last session, I'm hoping Tony Cupcake is going to be dead and gone. So we don't know. We don't know if he is going to become our new antagonist, and maybe they'll form a cult around him. Who knows? But at this point in time, I'm really hoping that we get some Star Wars activity in instead of some Martha Stewart crap. Okay? So, last time on Galactic Youth.
Me and Tony's cupcakes are the best cupcakes in all of Coruscant.
There's 2 C's. Computers, cupcakes.
Damn it!
I got a great name for a new business. Walmart.
I can go with it. All right.
It's a store, and we got everything on the wall.
On the walls. There's things.
We're so getting sued.
All right. Aaron. Man,
For some reason, the security detail is particularly enthralled with the cupcake stand. They said that he was a security threat. I want to know why. I'm curious about Tony, and we've got to chase that.
and we need to focus on Tony. So yes.
I think the
I
easiest
totally
way
agree.
I think the easiest way to find more information on Tony is to find out why the security company thinks he's a threat. I think you should apply for a
Well,
job.
They sent us here. They sent us here to find out information about the Black Sun,
Yes.
and they sent us here for a reason. And we find this
Two
security
birds, one stone.
company.
You can find out about Tony, and you can find out about the Black Sun, I'm sure, in the security logs.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, with the little information that I got, I need more access, and that's a good place to go.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go in. I'm going to apply for a job. And while I'm there, hopefully they'll put me on a computer terminal. Y'all come in, create a distraction, so that I can hack in a little bit more detail.
Absolutely.
Okay? That can work. All right. So we're going to go up. I'm going to tuck my shirt in and try to look
Hell yes.
more
Your hair's back.
businesslike than usual.
Glasses, the whole 9.
Yeah.
All right.
Go walking in.
Suit and tie.
So you guys have basically gone into a different part of the overall districts here. And you're honestly very, very close to this sector's shopping mall. And as you've gotten closer, you've seen significantly more security personnel, more that are walking around. But more so than that, now you're starting to see where some of these, where they have some, speeders and some vehicles that are around as well as, more individual guard posts. So you're kind of starting to see this increase in the corporate security in this sector. But as you're walking down, you know that you're only, because you see signs constantly that you're only a few blocks from this or a few blocks from that. Some of these major, areas where you could potentially get, other supplies or other things. That's you do come across this one building, and it has standing in front of it kind of this monolith, and it's got the same security decal sitting on that monolith, and it says West End Securities. So,
Okay. I'm going to roll a d6. I'm going to... because it's
because he wants a wild die.
West End Games.
He wants a wild die. I'll allow it. No.
Okay, man. I'm ready. This is dangerous. But, hey, my adrenaline's pumping.
Can we see how many people are working in that front office?
There is a glass front, and all you can see is kind of a receptionist area that's sitting right up there. Some benches or some little couches that are sitting at the front. But you do see, what looks like, some security doors or, hallway doors that are flanking both sides and back behind. And obviously you see a male symbol and a female symbol door, and then you see a
A
question mark
unity.
species that's got everything mixed together, got some tentacles coming off the side. I don't know, but
That's yours. That's yours.
No, man, those are my dreads, man. Okay, I'm gonna walk in, push my way in through the door, and walk up to the receptionist if there is one.
and there is a female Twi'lek that is sitting in the front, and very pleasant smile, and it's a young lady, and she kind of looks back at you and says, "Good afternoon, welcome to West End. How can I help you?"
Good morning, ma'am. I was hoping to see a lot of security guards, and I was wondering if y'all might be hiring.
Well, of course we're hiring. We have tons of contracts. We have tons of... Now, what kind of qualifications do you bring?
Well, I'm very handy with computers, mechanics. I can do security. I'm good with people, and I notice your security. It seems like they're good with people. And so I'm open to anything. I'm looking for a job.
Well, I'd gladly let you fill out an application. She hands you a data pad and says, if you'd like to, please feel free to sit over here in the front of the lobby and fill out your information.
I see. Okay. Data pad. Okay, and I'm scanning the room to see where, if how many people are in the room, and where the computer terminals are.
It's intermittent traffic that is coming through the room. The only fixed person that you see at any given time is the receptionist.
Okay, and the computer terminals? Are there any computer terminals?
Only at her desk.
Only at her desk. Okay, and I don't think this data pad's going to hook into the main computer system.
Have you tried?
No, not yet. But I'm just preamble just from my knowledge, looking at this.
You would assume probably not, and the only thing that it may, if it did, would be that this is assumptions, without any other types of knowledge or roles or anything like that. Now, if you would like to flip a destiny point in order to be able to have something interjected in here where it is ultimately connected, I would be more than happy to allow.
I will flip. Yeah, I'll flip a destiny point.
There we go.
This is more than a cell phone. It's like an iPad. iPad that has more interface.
So, in this scenario, she did give you a data pad that is connected to their overall network. Now, what's happening is that it has. You notice a icon that's sitting on that data pad that has their logo on it, and it says login below it. Now, other than that, it just has a standard application icon as well that says you can just fill this out and submit it, and it kind of submits through that. But you can see that it is connected to their internal network as far as receiving a signal.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mom. I'll go sit over here, and I'm going to go sit someplace that's close to the restrooms.
Okay.
Okay.
How are we going to distract them? Is there a door that goes back into the reception area, or is it an open desk?
It's just an
behind
open
a
desk.
wall?
It's just an
Excellent.
open desk. It's not even behind a wall. As you walk in through the glass doors, there is a circular reception desk, and she's sitting right there. The restrooms,
I would like to make her unable to notice me.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll that out.
2 light side pips is more than enough
Okay.
for me to do this. I would like to move around and unplug her terminal.
All right. So, obviously, she's just really not paying attention to, she's kind of doing her own thing, and she's over on one computer screen, and she's typing in what looks like purchase orders or other things like that as you're walking up. And all of a sudden, her screen just shuts down.
Yep.
And you hear this, oh, what? And you just hear this tapping, like trying
back
to,
in.
and the whole system starts to boot back up.
Excellent. I will watch her put in her username and password.
I would like you to roll me an easy perception check.
Perfect.
Now, I will say that I'm not gonna upgrade the difficulty here on any of this because you still need to be able to see it because sometimes it's still just quick clicks.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, a question while he's doing all this. Go ahead and roll your dice. So she may not
Son of
see
a-
him. But all the
What
cannons,
happened?
what, you didn't make it?
You failed.
I've got 3 stupid dice against 1, and I didn't make it.
All right. Any advantages or threats?
No.
Okay.
Total wash.
Oh
Total
my
wash.
gosh.
All right.
So,
I dig it.
All the security cameras and everything would be seeing him, though, because he
Yes.
doesn't hide.
Yes. It's a valid point.
Just too bad we weren't thinking about that.
No,
ahead of
I
time.
was. I've
Anyway.
thought about it several times.
So
And I ignored that impulse to be safe.
I'm gonna say this: as you go, instead of not
they're
seeing
watching you go.
what you see is her put her fingerprint or put her finger down on the terminal, her thumb,
Uh-huh.
and all of a sudden it opens back up.
Okay, so it's not
Okay.
a password.
It's not a password at that
Toots.
point.
Okay.
That's the easiest
I'm
way
done.
to kind of narrate the fact that it's a fail, but because you obviously were standing there like
Hello? Yes, yes.
breathing down the back of your neck. You're a Twi'lek. Ooh.
All right, so, and I'm waiting for my distraction.
Well, all you see
And I'm-
is Aaron standing over this lady's behind her, and she's still pounding on the keyboard like, what is going on with my computer?
He's not even invincible, just...
Do I think she's distracted enough? Because I'm basically going to walk into the bathroom with this thing.
You're thinking this chick is clueless because he is standing over her back.
All right, then I'm going to walk.
She has never seen him before.
Just walk in.
Well, I know that he can do that.
How can we screw this up? I think we found the only way to screw it up.
Do you know that I can do that? Because you've never seen me go this
No.
before. You've just seen me really closely follow people.
Oh, so that's not something that I would know you have as a skill? Okay. And I'm looking at you going,
You just think I'm a genius with people. I just walked up behind this lady and unplugged her computer and plugged it back in. Oh gosh, Mike,
All right.
take the force away from me.
So within a matter of moments, one of the side doors open, and you hear, "Sir, excuse me, can I help you?" And this lady's turning around, and she's like, she looks right past you and looks over at them, and she's like looking at them with this very puzzled look, and they come walking up to the desk right to you.
I'm gonna try to re-roll my my check here.
okay, and while this is going on, I'm slipping into the bathroom.
Well, poops. I gotta use some black points.
So you've been using those all campaign so far.
I'm gonna use a dark side point.
Okay, who are you obstructing your view from?
I can just spend points to obstruct it from multiple people. So I do 2 points to
Okay.
obstruct it from both of them. Like as he approaches,
How many dark side points did you use?
I use 1.
All
I
right.
have 2 light and 1 dark that I'm using. So that's 1 more conflict. I should be up to 5, I believe.
Okay. And I'm hacking.
I back away.
And I go into a stall.
Okay, hold on 1 second while I'm resolving this.
Go ahead.
Because yeah, there's no way that he doesn't know that I'm still there somehow.
Right, so all of a sudden and you're catching this as you're heading to the bathroom stall. There is just this mass confusion of the 2 security officers or 2 security guys that were in just standard suits. Look at the Twi'lek and they go, "Wait, what?" And she looks back at them and says, "What?" And she has no clue. And they're back and forth at each other like, "What the heck is going on?" And they're like, "You had somebody standing over your shoulder," and she's arguing with them vehemently. If somebody was over my shoulder, I'd know about it. So this is quickly becoming this whole he said, she said kind of back and forth. And they're like, all of a sudden they just key up on the comms and go, "Security, we'd like a few more personnel to come to the lobby, please. We seem to have some issues, and we need to play back the tapes going back 15 minutes, please."
Are they looking at the tapes there in the room or somewhere else?
Who knows?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get out of here quick.
I mean, there has to be some consequences for stupid stuff.
No, exactly. I'm just trying to think of what do I do now.
All right, I'm trying to hack in, or should I just take the?
What door did they come through?
They came through one of the side doors, one of the side
Does it
security
look like
doors.
it takes like a key code to get in there?
It just
All I
has.
needed was
It has a number.
distraction.
It has a number. You got a distraction.
Well, I know, but all I needed was a conversation, you know, I mean,
That's not how PCs
next
work.
level, no.
Okay.
What do I do?
I'm gonna let you think on that. So we're gonna screen wipe over to the bathroom, the refresher. Which one did you go in? The one with the tentacles?
No, I went into the
He has
regular
to.
one.
He's got the tentacles.
They're dreads.
Well, we established that it was a thing, so I, mean,
Yes,
it just,
I know.
I had to ask.
And I go sit in the stall to where hopefully there's no cameras, you know, and I'm going to try to hack into this thing.
I don't think they have laws about bathroom cameras, but
They probably don't.
Roll it for me.
And I flip
The
it.
dark side
I
point to say
know.
there's no rules. Is the underworld they be?
all right. So let's kind of go down that road. You walk into one of the stalls and it's like, okay, obviously it's a professional building, clean restroom. I'm not going to go and describe what a refresher looks like.
Clean bathroom.
Okay.
You might have to describe the tentacle bathroom. just gonna posit that.
It's a
That one
bidet.
might
He didn't
be-
go in there.
That one might be a little different.
It looks
He
like a
didn't go in
bidet. You know?
He didn't go in there. All right.
Oh.
Okay,
So
so
what is your approach? What are you trying to do?
I'm going to try to hack into the system. I've got my data pad, and I'm going to try to download some data as far as more connections. And I'm specifically looking, obviously, for Black Sun connections, but the government connections, and some contacts, some people that are higher ups in this
Okay.
organization.
So first, I think we need to make an attempt to use the code breaker.
Okay.
Okay. So the code breaker will give you an additional skill dice. Okay. So
Oh, a
you're
skill
gonna
die.
you're gonna get an additional yellow to this roll. Now, there is inherently a problem with trying to hack into a system. There is always going to be a potential. So what I am going to do is tell you that you are going to have a difficulty of hard. Okay, to start off with. Now, one of those is upgraded already. So take a purple to a red, and I'm also going to flip a dark side point and upgrade one more time.
I'll flip one of them back. Oh, I'm supposed to tell you that beforehand. But, okay.
Yeah, so you got the code breaker. Pull that purple, the extra purple out of your tray. Hold on. You got an extra purple in there. I don't want you counting. Okay? And let's see how this plays out.
So I hack into it, and I'm watching a video of Percy.
Very well could. You never know.
All right. Oh, that was not good.
Did you roll a despair?
No despairs.
Okay.
I got one advantage. That's it.
Okay.
No successes.
So no alarms trigger. Obviously, what happens on the advantage is that it says you have failed one of 3 attempts. So
One of 3 attempts.
I will let you go right back into this again. All that's happening is a little bit of time's kind of progressing going on.
Are you flipping another?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So just leave it alone because
I'll
I'm
try.
just gonna flip it.
While
Now-
he's making this check,
While you're doing that, we're gonna go ahead and flip
Oh wait,
back
wait.
over.
There's 2 reds. So it was
And a
2
purple.
reds and 1 purple.
Yep.
And I got.
There you go. We're gonna flip back over to AA Ron.
Oh,
Who is standing?
Can I use my advantage as a boost?
Your advantage was the fact that it had multiple
Oh,
opportunities.
okay. Gotcha.
So AA Ron is standing in this
yes, I'm gonna move over and
Foyer.
open.
in the foyer.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over. You know where I'm going. I'm gonna open the tentacle bathroom door, and I'm gonna go inside and briefly and walk out and take off my little disguise there, as if I was in there the whole time. I'm probably gonna have to roll a pretty badass deception check to make this happen.
All right.
But this is my deception.
Okay. So obviously you kind of sneak in there. They're not really paying attention to the fact that the door opens and closes. You come back out and you're kind of standing there
wiping my hands. Yeah.
brushing stuff off, and they're still arguing amongst themselves, and it's like, no, look, fine, we'll show you the footage. And they're like, on terminal B4, please play back the footage for the last 15 minutes and fast forward to the point where, and they start describing you.
So I've got indistinguishable. They have to
right.
upgrade their difficulty to identify me.
That's fine. There's still going to be a check that's going to happen there.
That's fine. Yep.
All right. Would you? So their difficulty is going to be now. What is your deception?
My deception is 1 yellow, 1 green.
Okay, so they're 1 red, 1 purple.
Yes.
Okay. Now
Indistinguishable upgrades that difficulty by 1.
upgrades or increases.
Upgrades.
Okay, so we're at 2 reds.
Yes.
All right. So would you like to make their difficulty even higher?
I
by flipping a
certainly
point?
would.
Okay. Let's go ahead and flip a point.
So that adds another purple into their
Correct.
little deal there.
All right.
Okay.
So
Is there anything else that could help?
I have to give them because they're security company.
Is there anything I can help with?
All right.
You could scream real loud.
That's what I was thinking, but I didn't want
Outside, just go outside.
Just go out and
scream.
sneeze. Well, that was a blank, so that's a good thing, which means they failed miserably. So they're still arguing amongst themselves. All right. I'm going to describe this for you. They're arguing amongst themselves, and they're kind of really focused on the screen and trying to prove to this lady that she had somebody standing over her shoulder. And they're like, look, see, it's this guy right here. As you're just casually walking past them like, and walking out the front door.
What?
Narrative dice, people.
Well, my narrative dice are fixing to take a whole poop storm and see what happens with
I've
it.
got to get like some bonus XP for that crap.
All right. So as you're walking out the door, and you kind of are laughing almost simultaneously as this is happening.
Oh yeah.
Huey's standing out there like,
He's like, what the fuck? I don't understand.
All right.
He sees the whole thing happen.
we go over
in a chair.
we go over to, so we're moving over to Moringa. We're moving to Moringa. All right.
This would all actually, I got 6 success,
Oh.
2 triumph,
Oh.
and 4 threat.
Yes.
The hell did you roll? Everything you owned?
No, well, I pulled out the
Okay.
one of the greens and reds.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, I rolled the same thing
Okay.
that we've been rolling.
Well, you did have a large dice pool there,
I did.
technically.
Well,
But 2
Okay.
triumphs.
second tries the charm, I guess.
Yeah, but I got 4 threats, which are
All right.
probably because of you.
All right. No, you're in there sweating bullets because you think that you may alarm somebody.
You
if
hear
do
them
this
outside.
wrong.
Look at the cameras.
I know. I'm like, what the heck is he doing?
No, you idiot! He's standing right over you. That's all you hear because you can't see anything, right? But at this point in time,
So stupid.
what I'm going to say is, not only did you bypass the security, okay, so you were able to get in, but what you were able to do with your multiple triumphs is actually plant a back door.
That's what I was going to say.
Hell
Perfect.
yeah.
Okay,
Perfect.
so that's kind of the end all be all of a hacking role, is to plant that back door where you didn't have to go anything more than, now all I have to do is just plug a code breaker into anything and I should be able to access their system as
Okay. Do I get any? And now I had 6 triumphs. 6 successes. 6 triumphs. 6 successes.
6 successes just means that you have succeeded in your attempt to hack.
Okay.
The triumphs I'm giving you as part of you created a full access backdoor. Not just I gave myself credentials. You have a full access backdoor to their system.
Okay. Good deal. So, I'm going to, now that I've got that done, I'm going to casually walk back out there and, are they still arguing about
Oh, they're definitely still arguing.
I'm just going to look at them kind of funny and set the computer terminal on the desk and try to walk out.
And you set the terminal down on the desk, this flustered Twi'lek female looks up and he goes, "There was nobody here with you, right?"
Mama, I don't know what you're talking about.
You came in to fill out an application. There was nobody. These guys are coming out and telling me there was somebody here.
I'm thinking this is not the company for me, Mom. I don't know what to tell you. But
And you
I'm
just
thinking
see,
this is not,
she's like,
I didn't see anybody I don't know.
That's it.
What's
I need
going on.
I need smoke. And she gets up and she just walks away, just troughs off to the back.
Gives
And
a
the
death stick.
The security guards, the two security personnel guys are standing there like, they're looking at each other going, we gotta fire her. This isn't right. How could she have missed the fact that this guy was here? And by that, where the hell did he go? So they're looking and playing back the video now, and they watch the fact that you walked into the bathroom, walked back out, went like this, and started walking towards the door, and walked out the front, and they're looking, there's no way that this just happened. And the whole argument starts all over again with somebody on the comm link.
Just imagine you backtracking, going into the restroom.
He's moonwalking out the door.
That's exactly what I did. Oh, man.
Good Lord. Okay. So this turned into a quirky adventure.
Mike, how are you going to arrest anyone?
Now
And he's still just sitting in a chair.
and they click on their facial recognition software. And
All right. So you place this
so
data
do I
pad
take
back
4
down and walk
strife?
out the
Is that
front.
the
For the
for the 4
no.
threats?
No, I'm going to establish what the 4 threats will do.
Okay.
Okay? Because that's basically despair level threat.
I noticed.
It's just not despair for that. I can use it the way I need to use it.
Okay.
Okay. So what ends up happening is you kind of like you look at these two guys and go, and you're like, yeah, I don't think I want to work here. And turn around and start walking out the door, and they're just like they're looking at things going, okay, and trying to figure things out, right? So right after you walk out the door, a couple of more security guards and guys in suits come up to the front, and you can see them. They're like stationed around in different places, and they have a couple that are now standing at the door, and you can just see one walk over to the door and go, and just lock it. And then, you can start seeing that out the sides of the building, there are more security people that are coming out onto the neighborhood block area.
Okay. So we're going to kind of mosey on out. And I'm going to...
So what is I have to establish this. What is Aaron doing right now?
Watching for cops.
Are you trying to hide? Are you trying to sneak? What are you doing?
If any of them get close enough to me to like,
They're
do
pouring
or say
out of this
anything,
building.
That's fine. When I left, I sped walked as far as I could before they noticed anything. So they argued for a good little while before they started pouring out.
So I'll probably give you about 100 meters lead.
That's fine. I
Tops.
zig and zag.
How far do we have to go to get out of... Or is the whole level is covered with their cameras? Or it was just this area?
This area had a lot of cameras. It had the increased vehicles. It had, some more security checkpoints, things like that.
Right. So we need to get out of this
in
area.
this particular part of the district.
I'm gonna go
A15.
toward. Should I go to A15? I was gonna go toward the building that we had the camera on.
You can head that direction.
The
if you'd like.
obviously shady building that probably doesn't have security come by very often.
Okay. Are you
That's
gonna
where
communicate that to me? If that's where you're headed?
Yeah, I don't remember where that was. It was near the initial bar that we went to.
Yeah, it's still part of the that's still part of the office block district,
Okay.
but it's right on the edge of the office block and the residential area.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm going to go toward the office block where we left the camera. I will hide there for the time being.
Okay.
I have a feeling that I am the one they are hunting.
All right. I would like a stealth check from you, and this is going to be a difficult check. So we are going to go with a hard, and it is upgraded once naturally. Because you have security cameras all over the place.
You never give me any setbacks.
I can add a setback for every camera that you're passing.
No.
That wouldn't be nice.
No, it wouldn't.
So many cameras.
I just bought talents that have to do with setbacks, but you don't hand them out.
Oh, I will. I will. But it's... I want to advance certain parts of this before we start getting into
Yeah, that's fair.
nitty-gritties.
That's fair. Alright.
Because I don't need another 2 episodes of Tony's freaking cupcakes.
I'm gonna upgrade. Let's roll it out. Hoorah! That's not good. That's real not good. Yeah, no, I one advantage.
You have 1 advantage. So, as you are passing by some of these cameras, you are starting to notice every time you pass by a camera, it turns, the little light on it turns red.
Uh-oh.
So they're turning them off.
Of course.
What you need is you need a cupcake vending machine, and then they'd never be able to
That's
see.
how he ties in this whole
Yes.
time. Fools.
Where did we put the cupcakes? Do I still have the cupcakes?
I don't know what you did with the
For
cupcakes.
sure. I never
a
put
dozen
them down.
cupcakes
He's
you
had
like
them the
this,
whole
and
time.
you're walking around while you're
In
doing
my
it.
bag, bud.
Oh, you have a bag?
Sure, yeah.
A man bag?
Yep.
Okay.
Man, those bags.
I would like to smother a camera in a cupcake.
Just one.
I'll allow it.
Don't waste the cupcakes!
I go up to the camera and I
Well, they're
I would
15
like to know
feet.
how you get 15 feet off the ground.
throw it.
He gets them on shoulders.
Give me a ranged light attack. And
Will do. What's the difficulty? It's short range.
I'd like 4 setbacks, please.
Well, I can't get rid of those. Those aren't stealth based.
I think
You
you're
asked for
joking.
setbacks. I'm giving you setbacks. You're treating this as a cupcake grenade.
Yeah, I'm gonna sense danger. Once per session, I can remove 2 of those bad boys.
You should have done that before you went into the office.
He wasn't giving me setbacks.
He just wants to use the talent.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. I'm gonna upgrade as well. I'm gonna use our last.
You're
one.
upgrading on a cupcake that's not going to do any good. It gets rid of 1 camera.
I'll allow it.
There's going to be another camera right on the next block.
X's are failures, right?
Those are your dice. I don't know the. I
the
think yes, they're
Genesis dice?
failures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Exos are failures.
On the Genesis dice,
He
they're
misses
failures.
and hits the
Yeah.
security.
I missed for sure.
So there's a splattered cupcake right next to the.
They watch this. They're watching the camera and they watch a cupcake go shh, and they're like, "What an idiot!
What business is this that I'm
Why'd they
doing?
waste one of Tony's cupcakes?"
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Mike, what's the business?
It's a dress shop.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I go inside.
You should get as far away from Dodge as you can.
I chose the wrong force user. Okay. All right. You go inside.
Yes, I do. I go inside.
All right. What are you doing?
I'm gonna find a dress.
You find a lovely cocktail dress.
Ooh.
It's kind of low cut and revealing, but
A French man.
you think it really flatters your figure.
But he's French. He needs a.
I'm gonna say I look around in here long enough that there are people pouring in. That's fine. Let's end this. Or I can cross dress.
You notice outside there are security personnel that are walking up to that particular camera, and they're like trying to stage around that particular area. Not really blockading the front door of just this business, but you can see an increased number of personnel that are on this corner because they haven't seen anything else other than the last footage out of this camera.
Excellent. Are there stairs anywhere here? Is it a one-level business?
There would have been, but you used your last point in order to be able to.
You can build the world without destiny points.
No, not this time.
He's not bailing you out.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron, how you doing? I saw you. I think
I'm making you go down this road, buddy.
I am trying on cocktail dresses.
what?
We don't have time for that.
Come on, man. What you do on your own time is your own time. But
I need a distraction.
You need a distraction.
I
Like,
got
how
you.
big a distraction?
A big one.
I will use my beautiful pipes.
Just
distract-
come near the dress shop.
I
A
walk to the
big
dress-
distraction?
A big one. A really big Maranga, a big distraction.
Okay. I'm going to rig up a stun grenade.
Oh, Jesus.
Not a frag grenade, but a stun grenade.
Okay, you rig up a stun grenade. You've got one.
Okay. And I'm going to set it up to remote. And I'm going to put it, I'm going to spy the cameras to where I think that, they won't see, it's an area that's uncovered. I'm going to scope, if I need to roll to see if I can find a spot.
I think that would be a good perception check, and I'm going to make it a average check for you.
Okay.
What is Thuy doing during all of this?
I walked out and I don't know what the hell's going on.
Nobody's following or caring about him.
And I'm like,
I would flip a destiny point, but they were too busy being used to throw cupcakes and things.
Just makes it out safely.
I succeeded with 2 threat.
Okay. So you are kind of moving them from one side to the other side, and you finally think that you're in a point where the cameras may not be catching you. I will tell you to take that as strain.
Okay.
Okay? But you did find a spot where, again, you really truly believe the cameras you're just in between 2 sets of cameras.
Okay. And I'm trying to get close. I'm trying to get close to where he is. Close enough to be...
You're kind of just on the other side of the road.
Okay. Because I want it to obviously be a distraction for him. And then I'm going to walk off and I'm going to say, okay, man, you're fixing to hear a big boom. Hopefully it does what you want. And I'm going to be heading towards that camera we placed. Thuy and I.
All right.
All right.
Okay. And
So you guys walk off.
Yep. We walk off. And when I get a ways away,
boom goes the dynamite.
And so a stun grenade is not like a deafening grenade. But what happens is that there's people that are walking by, just normal civilians that are on the other side of the road.
Oh my gosh!
well,
And all of a
I figured
sudden, it's you just hear this whoop, 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 and the grenade goes off, and the blue pulses go everywhere. There's a couple of security guards that are walking down that side as well because they're still trying to reinforce. And all of a sudden, you just start seeing people just are this grenade goes off, and they're like falling over to the side, and it's like so. At that very moment, the lot of security guards, and I will give us a chance here to see exactly how many, because there's probably about 8 security guards around your particular area. And we will see how many turn around and walk off. All but 3.
3 pips is all I needed. I do use 2 dark side points.
Yes, my evil plan is working.
I see them all run over to where the stun grenade went off. I open the door.
So again, the cameras are filming you walk past.
Yep.
Now, they're all reacting to what just happened over to the side of them, and they're
I-
trying to get security forces back up.
Let's get out of here.
I kind of want to take a security key.
Can't get out of there while the getting is good.
Well, he's not being noticed by anybody.
That's
that's
true.
there.
Exactly. I kind of want to take a security key.
I will tell you this.
Okay.
There is a possibility that if you fail this roll, and it will be an upgraded roll, if you fail this roll or despair shows, then what will happen is that your obfuscation will drop.
For sure. What's my discipline check to stop myself?
Your own call.
Okay, so you're gonna let me choose on impulse. I won't do it. I look and I'm like, oh man, we could really use one of those next time. And I take off.
We'll catch some.
All right.
But
So
I only had enough to activate the short
Are you
range.
tearing off? Are you tearing off as fast as you can?
I only had enough to activate the short range.
That's
so
fine.
as soon as I'm out of short range, they all see me running.
Okay, but again, I'm going to simply ask here: are you tearing off in full sprint?
Yep.
Okay. Then what I would like for you to do is give me an athletics check, and I'm going to make this a challenge. There is no difficulty because I'm going to make it a challenge against their perception to see whether or not they've got more attention to you coming out of this, running off from this building after a short time, or whether they're still paying attention to the mayhem that's going off to the side.
Will indistinguishable still apply here?
Yes, it will.
Excellent.
All right. So, all right. What I am going to do at that point is downgrade them in their check.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because it would be upgrading their check, right? So, I need you to roll what your athletics is.
Are you sure it can't be coordination?
I'm sure it cannot be coordination. That's the reason why I asked for... What'd you get?
1 advantage.
1 advantage. All right. So,
Where does Ty go?
they have a success and an advantage.
Oh, well, you didn't say
So
that.
they win. So as you get to that point, one of the security guards kind of turns around and goes, "Wait a minute!" And you're in full sprint at that particular point in time,
Yes.
right? And the two other that are standing with him,
Very fast.
the two other that are standing with him kind of whip their heads back around, and you're kind of running into a crowd. So I will give you an opportunity to kind of give a stealth check at this point, unless you're just going to try and outrun them.
What if I just cause some chaos?
You've already done that.
How much more chaos do you guys want to create?
Boom!
You fire off a couple shots.
2 shots into the sky.
Civilians start going everywhere. I'm not even going to roll this.
Exactly.
Civilians start going everywhere. However, multiple guards that rushed across the street are now turning around and trying to focus on where the shots came from.
Yeah, I'd lower my, as soon, I'd raise it. I don't do like this. That's like Hamilton. But I boom, boom,
So
put it up, and I just
we are going to
get
go with
into the
chase
crowd.
rules. We are going to go with chase rules temporarily to finish this out.
Do I see, and would I hear the gunshots? And would I see any of this?
Yeah, are we still like over there?
no, I think y'all
You
take
guys
off.
have kind of taken off down the road
Y'all are
a
a little ways
bit.
ahead of me.
Oh, okay.
Probably long range ahead
You're
of me.
just seeing panic, and you kind of are attributing the panic to the fact that the grenade went off, right? So, because blaster shots are not very loud, but they're pretty obvious when they happen,
Yeah.
right?
No.
So, here's what is going to happen. For the duration of the chase, because they have people in front of them, and you really do not to that degree, they're panicking and fleeing backwards towards them, as well as away from you on the opposite direction. I will give you 2 boost die, and they will take 2 setbacks for every single challenge that we are going to make to extend ourselves. And currently, you are in medium range. Okay? So, let's go ahead and see what happens with their checks. And again, this is a challenge-based scenario, so this is athletics. Okay? But you do have 2 boosts that are sitting there.
You said you don't mind when we spend experience, right?
That's correct.
Hell yeah. It's a freaking
Huzzah!
chase.
All right.
Let's go, baby.
All right.
What'd you roll? Oh, you rolled a setback.
Yep. I roll 2 setbacks. You roll 2 boosts. I need success accounts.
Do I get to know how many dice they rolled?
No, just
Okay.
success counts.
I got 3 successes, 2 advantages.
Okay. So advantages are going to equate to more people are kind of getting in people's ways, right? So the scenario just starts becoming worse.
So
for them.
I guess, can I use those 2 advantages to add a new setback into there?
Yes, you
for the
can.
next turn?
Yes, you can.
Perfect.
Now, they rolled 2 successes and an advantage. So
Okay.
basically what's going to happen is that you've increased your range because of what you got as 1 additional success. You've increased by 1 additional range band. So you are now at long range from them, even though they are still providing and giving chase. So let's go ahead and go into the next one. So this could be a very quick chase, just simply because of the fact that
3 setbacks now, right?
yes.
Four successes, 3 advantage.
Full wash. So you are able to increase to extreme and beyond and curl around a corner and get
Wow,
right
that's
down to the
freaking
end.
racist.
You're like, this is my weakest stuff. This is my weakest stuff.
I bought the enhanced power so fast. You're like chase scene, athletics, fudge.
No.
I've won brawn.
Okay.
And is there a little brown trail they can follow?
No, I'm not going to describe him as pooping his pants. So on that front, we are going to end this session with Aaron quickly escaping around the corner, mass mayhem going on here, more security forces pouring back into this zone, civilians being, stunned. And we've got
I didn't hurt
Maranga
anyone.
and Thui casually walking down the street like nothing's ever happened and whistling.
I wish you'd have left us some cupcakes.
Oh, I know, right? I'm
On
really
that
hungry
note, keep on adventuring, guys. For those of you that are on the stream, we have one more episode coming tonight, and let's just see where that episode takes us. Thankfully and hopefully, we're not going back to Tony Cupcakes.
You never know. We will.
We'll be back in 5 minutes, guys.
Wow.